guys, how are you doing? So I know you're wondering why we are vibing to that Ethiopian music. And so one of the things I came to realize that Ethiopian has amazing culture that is very diverse, going all the way back to their history. And so today I decided to explore some few aspects of their culture. Of course, the key aspects of their culture is their, their religion and their ethnicity. I know you know that Ethiopian has a lot of ethnic groups. Like they have over 80 different languages in their country. Then they have amazing cuisine. So I know some of us might be aware that if you'd like to explore different cuisines, different recipes, different amazing food, just go to Ethiopia or an Ethiopian restaurant. All right. Then again, let's talk about their coffee. We all know that Ethiopia is the heart of coffee worldwide, literally. So they have amazing coffee. And so today we are also going to see some aspect of that sort of culture, because they make it like a ceremony, an amazing ceremony that they sit together, they enjoy coffee together. It is something that they are used to doing. All right. Then they have the music and the dances. Oh my God, if I have seen people who enjoy their music and who vibe into it like you have seen me do, is Ethiopians. They have amazing music that they dance and they tune into. So I think maybe perhaps I have explained. Those are some of the key aspects of their culture. All right, their religion and ethnic. Okay, I've not actually. Religion and ethnicity are two different things. They have two key religions in their country: Christianity and Islam. And so today, look, guys, I know this channel is all about single parenthood and parenting and relationships and all that. And so, but how about we explore something different and see how other people are doing it, apart from how we are used to doing it? Maybe we can borrow some few aspects here and there to improve our relationship. So today we are going to be looking. I came about this amazing idea when I was having a conversation with one of the Ethiopians. I am going to show you that interview, and we are exploring how they relate with their women in their country. What are some of the things that are working? How come they're able to maintain relationships? And how are we having, what is the prevalence of, domestic violence in their country and all that? I'm going to be sharing that with you very soon. And so today I'm going to show you some of their amazing cuisines, amazing recipes, and I am going to show you me being welcomed to their coffee ceremony. So you guys, thank you so much. I am so glad that you could join us for our today's episode. Have you subscribed to this channel? I hope so. But if you have not subscribed, kindly do so. Just click that subscribe button down there, and look, it is not even going to cost you anything, but it is going to make me so happy as I explore different other cultures. So because I'm intending to bring you amazing content from different countries so that we see what is working for them, what is not working for us. Let's borrow some ideas here and there. Let's see what perhaps we are doing wrong, or let's try to see what they are doing wrong, and we try to make our community better and how we relate better. You understand? You get me? So you guys subscribe, and I am going to appreciate. So sit down. You're going to explore some amazing cuisines, and we are also going to sit down and you see me welcomed for the coffee ceremony, which is key and an important aspect of Ethiopian culture. Thank you. So guys, the first and the most important aspect of this particular meeting was to be welcomed to an amazing Ethiopian coffee ceremony. And one of the things that you need to also note is that this particular ceremony is an integral part of Ethiopian social and cultural life. All right, so it's not actually just about drinking coffee. It's not about just sitting down and enjoying the beverage. It's a cool and a good way of cooling your nerves and your system, but it is also a form or a ritualized form of hospitality. It symbolizes respect. It shows that you're willing to continue with a particular bond. And so me being welcomed to this particular ceremony meant a lot to me, because it showed that I am welcomed to enjoy this particular meal and this particular moment, and for me to have the chit chat about their community and their culture and everything around it. So first, I think it's important for us to let me take you through how this coffee is made during these ceremonies. And the first step is to roast the coffee beans, and so it is actually the very step, and it is also a way of creating the atmosphere and making people feel welcomed. The roasting of the green coffee beans is done over a pan, all right, and in an open flame. And so every person who is invited for that setup is encouraged to also do the wafting of the smoke towards themselves, which is a very critical step, by the way. This particular step is very critical because of the fact that it symbolizes the oneness, the unity, and it just brings the people together. And then after this, now there's the grinding of the coffee, all right. So the coffee is grinded in and then put inside the jabena. This is the jabena that you see here. It's well grinded, of course, using mortar and pestle. For it's the how do we call it in Kiswahili? It's the kinu that we use, all right, to just do the grounding and all that, to bring it back together as to break it down, and then we put it inside the jabena. After which, now we do the brewing by adding water inside the jabena, and this is placed on fire, all right, so that the water can heat and the coffee brews. This process is closely watched to ensure that the coffee doesn't boil over, because then again you do not want that to happen. And then after this, now there's a serving bit of it, and the serving is done particularly by the women. A man should not touch the jabena, by the way, and the first person to be served is the eldest in that particular setup, all right. In that particular sitting, the eldest person is served first to show respect. It is just a way. I think this is common to most of our communities. We usually do this. We serve the elders as we move down to the youngest. And then there's also incenses, right? The incense that they burn so they can create the atmosphere. This one, oh God. So when I was having this particular coffee, it just brings a different an atmosphere. It changes everything. It sets you into the mood of just relaxing and having a good time and just talking and sharing your stories with your other peers. And then lastly, and not least, social and cultural significance, all right. So just beyond the preparation and just having the coffee together as a team, this is usually a time to socialize. This is a time for everyone who is in that sitting to discuss matters that are arising, to also like bond and discuss anything that is of importance to the community at that particular point in time. So you get a chance to sit down and discuss. If there's any weddings that are upcoming, you have a discussion about that. If there is anything that of course is of concern, it is also ensured to be discussed during those particular periods in time. And so this particular the coffee ceremony is done quite often because they believe in the fact that it just brings people together, and it is one of the cultural it's one of the cultures that they have held for quite a long period of time. And I believe that this is actually an amazing way of bringing people together. I wish, before internet came, there was a way that people would sit down and just there's a meme that was going around how people are just standing with their bikes that are seated on stones and just having a chit chat. And now internet has come, there is no that closeness. People are not getting together. People are not discussing matters that are arising. And another thing, for those of us who've been wondering, look, Ati, people talk of how Ethiopian girls are the most beautiful African ladies. You might be surprised to note that coffee contributes to that, because coffee has a way of enhancing your metabolism. It just creates it does its thing to maintaining you into your shape. So if you want to maintain that or to become that beautiful Ethiopian woman that we've been seeing, I would encourage you to take a lot of coffee. Not a lot, because then again you don't want to be addicted, but you can moderate and take enough coffee so that you can enhance your metabolism at any given time. So yeah, you guys, this has been the coffee ceremony, which has been and there's another thing. These small cups that you see here are called sini, the small handless cups that they used to serve the coffee in. But basically what I can say generally about this coffee ceremony is that it's a good and amazing way of people sitting down and bonding and reflecting and just putting away your phones and just living in the moment, enjoying everything, every bit of it, and just I don't know, there is a thing to living in the moment. There is a thing to living in the moment. So you guys, if you'd like to I know some of you are wondering where I am and where I'm having this amazing time. This is in Pangani. There is an Ethiopian restaurant in Pangani where you can actually go and have your meal. I am going to be sending directions and a lot more about that particular restaurant. So guys, that has been it about the coffee ceremony. So now let's head on to the main meals that I am so sure that you will love. The amount of time that has gone into preparing this meal, oh my God. Every Kenyan girl or every Kenyan should learn from the Ethiopians, because they take their time to cook their meals. They do not make their meals in rush. They do not they're just very careful into how they are making their meals, and this is one thing I love about them. These foods, if you're looking at this food and you're not your mouth is not watering, then I don't know, maybe umetoka kukula sahi, but this is just eat. Literally, you just want to eat. You're looking at it and you just want to eat. And I love how they've been able to maneuver through and to have ideas in which they can make their meat, unlike most of us Kenyans. I think we're just used to roasting our beef or maybe doing wet fry, dry fry, blah 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 and all that. But these guys have gone ahead to look into ways in which they can make their meat very versatile, by the way, like just amazing ways in which. So look, for example, in this particular one meal has how many different 1, 2, 3, 4 different ways of cooking their meals, and that is one thing I so love about them. And they're going out of their way, by the way. It's just a matter of just making your meals quite interesting, and so that you enjoy them, enjoy what you're getting. All right. Anyway, there cannot be Ethiopian meal without injera. We know that. This one here is called the injera special, that has vegetables around it. There has fruits, like what you're seeing right now is a few slices of different fruits and a small vegetable there. Then we have skuma wiki, we have beans, we have green grams, lingu, we have cabbage, and then we have beetroot right here. A combination of this just makes it is what makes it special. As you can hear, it's the injera special. A combination of that is what makes it special. Right here at the middle is the shekla tibs. I don't know whether you've heard of the shekla tibs. What I love most about the shekla tibs is how it's served in a clay pot, like this particular equipment here, it's clay, and down below, as you can see here, they put charcoal. Okay, and so what that means is that when you're having your meat, it's cooking and it's always warm. It just ensures that your food is hot, and you find that the texture of the meat is going to be different from the first one that you take to the last one. The last one is going to be softer because it has been cooking over time. So right here is just rice. This one, as you can see, is just the normal rice. Then there is this particular meat here, the one that we are pointing. This meat is the gored. This is zigni. And this is just a normal minced meat. If you are not you've not tried uncooked meat, please do not go for the gored meat. I would advise you to be very careful when you're actually in an Ethiopian restaurant, because Ethiopians, they have a couple of meat that they cook that they serve not fully cooked. So the gored meat is meat that is looking so yummy, as you can see, but it is not fully cooked. The zigni is fantastic. Mwah! It's the best. And then
All this is Ethiopian traditional food in general.
Brilliant.
For
Yeah.
different occasion, for a different ceremony,
Yeah.
wedding, parties,
Yeah.
birthday celebrating, all events.
And
This
it
is
is
how it should be. And got all types of foods.
Yeah.
And starting from, it's a service starting from this unamalizia huko.
Oh, mtu anakula hivi akienda hivi.
Ndio tu akaenda kuchukua yote.
Oh, kama buffet unaweka kwa plate kando kando.
Kama hivyo.
Now let me ask you. It is also your culture to eat together.
Yes.
Like you don't eat separately.
Now this food, these types of food, all the family must be gathered. Wengine hata wakiflash kulishana.
Wapenda nao. Unamkulisha.
By the way, it's our tradition to feed also husband or wife like that. One in town.
That's nice. So like if you do not feed each other, it becomes, you start wondering, nakasirikiana. So guys, that has been it. Thank you so much for sticking around and for watching this video up to this particular point. Asanteni sana, and I hope that this has been a great video. I hope that you have enjoyed every bit of it, and I hope that if you have not subscribed, then you are going to do so. All right, so yeah, this has been the Ethiopian edition. We are going to be having a couple more coming up, so stay tuned for that. Do not go any far. Please subscribe and follow and ensure that you keep watching for the next video. Thank you and bye. Have a good one.